know that sounds like it ought to be the last step, but a spreadsheet is way easier and way more fun to work with when you like the way that it looks. So here's a couple quick things we can do to make it pretty. First, highlight that whole first row just by clicking on that one. See how it highlights everything? We're going to make that bold. We're going to make that center, and we are going to wrap text around there just in case. Next, I also want to color it in. I want my header to be a certain color, so I'm going to make it a nice, delightful, calming gray. Ah, beautiful. Next thing that I'm going to do, I've got my columns that I need. These are my columns that are just biographical. You might have more biographical columns, you might have less, doesn't super matter. But what I want to do is I want to add a big, thick black line at the end of my biographical. I like to do that because it just tells me, hey, this is biographical, this is going to be student work, responses, and feedback. It's just a nice, crisp line for me. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click right in here, right at D at the very end of that row, and I'm going to say View, freeze, up to current row, View, freeze, up to current column. Now as I click to the right, it's frozen column-wise, and it's frozen up and down this wise. So now I've got it frozen. Now here's the next thing that's really going to bug me about spreadsheets. I don't need any row past row 13. So I'm going to highlight row 13. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom of my spreadsheet. Yours might go all the way to 1,000, whatever. There is an end. Hold Shift. I'm holding Shift, and then I click that row. See how it highlights everything in between? And delete those rows. They're gone. I'm going to do the same thing with my columns. I only need one for now off to the side, so I'm going to delete the rest. Wow, look at that spreadsheet. It's so much smaller. It's so much less intimidating. And now I can dive in to the work that I'm going to do on this spreadsheet.